filing? Check it out. What it do, crypto fam? It's your boy, Crypto Bro 9000, back at you with another segment of this OG Crypto Funk. Today I'll touch on the XRP Private Ledger, and can you believe it? We have another ETP filing. Check it out. The recent interview with Ripple's RippleX developer, director of product, Jazzy Cooper, hosted by Tony Edwards of the Thinking Crypto podcast, was packed with valuable insights. At 106, they discussed the private ledger. The private ledger functions independently of the public ledger, with the transactions excluded from the public ledger, of course. At 211, they have an exciting announcement. Under-collateralized loans are on the horizon, signaling innovative financial solutions. And at 243, an insightful prediction. If banks embrace blockchain technology, the potential cost could be transformation.
RippleX is a distinct business unit within Ripple that focuses on the XRP Ledger, the public layer 1 blockchain. So we participate with the XRPL in a number of different ways. My team, the product team, contributes to the core features and capabilities. So we'll design alongside the community, implement, propose new feature amendments for the XRP Ledger. It works a little bit differently in that it's not smart contract based, so a lot of the new features are at the core blockchain level. Some other teams within RippleX focus on developer enablement. That can be either through programs like accelerators, incubators, grants, as well as through technical tooling, so client libraries, explorers, and a variety of different tools that can help the ecosystem of dApp developers build and launch their products. So that's really the focus on RippleX. We stand alongside other businesses within Ripple, that focus on other products such as RLUSD, custody, and payments, for example.
Is this EVM sidechain different from a private sidechain?
Yeah, so with XRP Ledger, there's the ability to create custom sidechains if you wish. And these are just like Ethereum, the EVM sidechain, it is fully distinct from the XRP Ledger. And with that, you can configure the settings as you wish. So I know this is a model that was used in the past for projects like CBDCs, where maybe you want a more permissioned environment or more controlled environment of who can use the chain, but it is entirely distinct from public XRPL mainnet.
Are any of those transactions, while we may not know what's happening, are they counted towards the XRP mainnet or not? It's completely separate.
No, they're completely separate blockchains, not counted in any part of XRPL mainnet consensus or anything like that. They're distinct chains that allow for bridging, just like any other blockchain. So we're working on a XRPL native lending protocol made up of a couple of different components, but it basically allows for fixed term under collateralized loans in V1 to be originated directly on the XRP Ledger. So that kind of rounds out what I see as the kind of core pillars of bringing TradFi onto blockchain, which is support for payments, support for trading, and support for credit. Which are clearly some of the key components that make our TradFi system work today. So if banks are willing to adopt some of these modern infrastructure components like blockchain and help remove inefficiencies and push on some of those cost savings to the borrower, reduce some of the inaccessibility that exists in our current credit system, then yeah, I think that's a really exciting future.
Think Blue Sky says exactly. If banks widely adopt XRP's blockchain, RippleNet, and on-demand liquidity, they could see major cost savings in the cross-border transactions, reducing fees, settlement times, and the need for nostro-vostro accounts. Ripple claims savings up to 60% compared to the traditional methods like SWIFT, times trillions of dollars for global adoption. Baby. Right here, Jack the Ripper. Breaking. 21 Shares has announced the listing of XRP ETP on NASDAQ Stockholm on March the 24th, which is today. It's in Stockholm, so it's already happened. It's already live and kicking. I'm excited. You excited? 21 Shares successfully launched its XRP exchange-traded product on NASDAQ Stockholm under the ticker AXRP. Now, this isn't a future plan or a pending filing. It's alive and trading right now. As of this morning, it's trading. This move builds on 21 Shares' existing European offerings, where they have been active for years on crypto ETPs like exchanges Euronext and SIX Swiss Exchange. The successful launch on NASDAQ Stockholm today reflects their ongoing strategy to tap into the demand for cryptocurrency investment products in the regulated markets. Now, this has nothing to do with the XRP ETF that they filed here in the United States last year. If I remember correctly, I think that was like in November. Now, the milkshake theory that Brad Kimes is talking about, you know, when you got a cup, you got all these straws, like we were saying, like 18 ETFs, and we're not even counting ETPs. We're not even counting those yet. But I mean, you could throw them in there, and all of these are going to be drawing out, sucking up the liquidity. So when the ETFs go live, plus these ETPs we got going like here, over there in Stockholm, and Brazil has one. Well, we're going to be short on liquidity. And the price is going to reflect what we already know. XRP is going to the moon, baby. Now, AXRP, the ETP they just filed, is 100% backed by XRP, and that means that the amount held corresponds to the ETP market value. So right now the price is around, according to, let's say it was 253 when I made this video. So we're talking about 225 million XRP tokens locked up just for this ETP alone. Slurp, mother, don't you say that. But I'm talking about XRP. Then we can dig it. I know you can. And now we got our little brother Stellar in the treasury game. Yeah, Ondo has expanded Ondo's short-term U.S. government treasuries onto the XLM blockchain. So this boosts XRP and Stellar's utility in bridging TradFi and DeFi and driving Ondo's token to $1.37. That's 435% over the last year. Now, if that ain't market enthusiasm, then I don't know what is. This is. The tokenized treasury market is projected to grow to $16 trillion. And that's by 2030. So that underscores the stakes. With Ondo positioning XRPL and Stellar as the key players in the game. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm just letting you know what I'm going to do and what they do. So I'm going to stock my dimes up so I can stack them next to the dollars that they spend. And that's all I got, crypto fam, on this one anyway. I hope y'all have a great day. Happy Monday. And I'll catch y'all in these crypto streets. 9,000.